Alright, welcome back to Aselia the Eternal. We just finished a very impromptu overview of the new units that we've got. Now it's time for the mission. First things first, this is the formation that we're going to start with, and I'll explain why in a second. But we also have the ability to build things. So let's do that first. Now, probably our biggest priority is going to be ether converters, right? Because they give us resources that we can use to either build things or level up our characters. And we could build a level 2 or even a level 3 ether converter right now. However, that being said, I don't know that that's super necessary. At least currently in the game, we don't gain access to ether that quickly. So I'm not in a hurry to build high-ranking ether converters just yet. So we're going to start with a level 1 ether converter down here, and a training facility down here. The ether converter will take 8 turns, the training facility will take 4, which means that it'll be available much sooner. And I don't know how much I'm going to use that, but I have some thoughts, so we'll see if I can implement those ideas well. I have pages and pages and pages of notes for this mission. But I found that at a certain point, the strategies just kind of got in the way. Our mission is to capture this town over here, but then the very next mission requires us to be over here. And so I found that at a certain point, once we take Rizario, the best strategy is to just have one squad here to take this town while we move the rest of our squads over here in preparation for the next mission. We'll see how well we do with that. I have a pretty defined list of actions to take for the first 18 or so turns, but after that it's going to be we're going to be a little bit more flexible, and hopefully I don't make a fool of myself, right? We're also going to train 2 characters. Now, I don't know that training Shia is necessary, but it does get her access to another attack. However, training Orpha is actually pretty important because it gives her access to a stronger or a different support skill than what she has currently that allows her to attack things besides just attackers. So I choose to level up both because I value the utility that comes from having other attackers, but at the very least we want to level up Orpha. And you see, we get Leap Attack 2, and Orpha gains access to Fireball. Now, Fireball is not inherently better than Firebolt. It does more damage, but Firebolt actually attacks twice, and it attacks an attacker specifically. So there are going to be times in which you may want to use Firebolt instead of Fireball for those reasons. And now that we've got these guys sort of all grouped up together, we'll move Shia over to one formation, and we'll start moving her over with the rest of the squad. It's not a big deal that these guys are behind. We don't have... It's going to be a little slow going for a little while. Let's see, I want to move Aselia to Formation 3. That gives us access to another attacker. And then first things first, I want to attack with Formation 1. Now you'll see here that Himika actually does quite a lot of damage. But we are getting to the point in the game where Aselia is now starting to take damage from attackers, which is a little scary.
行きます。腕が鳴るわね。皆さん、油断しないで。
All right.
それならば容赦はしないわ。行くわよ。
That was through defense. That's a 2-hit KO through defense, so that's pretty good. In my opinion, that's pretty good at least. Oh, almost a 2-hit KO. Oh well. Let's see. Let's move Hallian with Aselia as well. Let's attack with Formation 2, with Nelly in the attacker's position and Yuto in the defender position. We're going to see here that we get the advantage of having 3 attacks with Nelly that we talked about before. Really did just enough damage. I don't know that she's going to kill one of the other soldiers, but she's going to do more damage than a lot of the other characters would have. And Yuto has enough bulk that he can serve as a defender, even though he does take quite a bit of damage. He has more health than any other character in our party right now, and probably will continue to have more health than any other character in our party. There we go. And then with Formation 3, we can weaken these enemies. Like I said, it's going to be kind of slow going. We do have some wiggle room. I think it's pretty reasonable to be able to beat this mission with some iterative strategies in about like 26 to 28 turns. But obviously that only gives us a couple turns of wiggle room. I keep thinking that I want to get to a point where I'm going to start, you know, defeating or clearing missions sooner than the required turn amount, but every time I think that, I continue to find reasons why we might want characters to... we might want missions to take on a little bit longer, because we both convert mana into ether, but also we gain the ability to train, which is pretty important. And then, yeah, we can use Himika and Aselia here. Not that it doesn't matter who we use for this. I think it's kind of unfortunate that a lot of the different colored spirits use similar types of weapons. I think that's a little less interesting than the alternative. Okay. Move Aselia back to Formation 1, move Hallian back to Formation 2. I think. Do we want to do that? Yes, we do. Okay. We're going to start with Formation 2, because that's what I have written down. I don't know that it matters that much. And we do want to have Flame Shower for this. I don't know... I can never tell... Okay, here it is, level 3. Oh, level 3. Maybe it doesn't matter, actually. Target skill level 3. Target skill level 5. Let's just, let's do this for science here. Apologize. You can see all of my testing saves. I'm just going to test this and see if Ice Vanisher 1 is good enough for this. I've been kind of operating under the assumption that it's not, but again, I might have been a little bit overzealous there. I'm still not sure how to read some of this UI, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Okay, that should be a 2-shot. You'll see here that Hellion takes quite a bit of damage. She takes about as much damage as Yuto does, actually. And then here's the moment of truth. Cool, it worked. There we go, just barely got the kill. And then with... How do I want to do this? I'm not going to think about it too much. We're probably going to need all of the turns, so it really doesn't matter how fast we get to the final town, as long as we get there with enough time to kill the enemies, right? She might one-shot the supporter, yeah. Oh well. It ends up being about the same thing. There's probably a way to get, you know, a stronger party out in front, but this is good enough. And then we have Firebolt is fine because this is an attacker. I think, I hope. I do like the Black Spirit sprites, even if I don't necessarily like the Black Spirits themselves. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we finished the training facility here. Let's start building an ether converter. Again, level 1 is fine. We actually don't have that much mana, so we are perfectly fine with taking it slow. And we'll end the turn there. I think. Yeah, we can end the turn there. That's fine. Yeah. I don't want to get into the habit of making a bunch of safety saves while I'm recording. I want to at least be able to pretend like I have a strategy in mind. Alright. I have a note here to swap Shia with Yuto. I wonder why. Why did I make that note? I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna go with... You know what? Let's do it like this. Oh, I'm thinking about this too hard. Let's do it like this. That should work.
攻撃を仕掛けます。皆さん、戦闘準備を。行きます。こんなところで命のやり取り。馬鹿げてるけど仕方ない。
Ooh, so close.
まずは一撃を与えて。そこ。痛いです。はいになれ。
Maybe I could have gotten away with having Luto on his own party. Like I said, with a mission of this length, it's kind of difficult to optimize it. There's so many different factors. You can make a small change in one of the early turns that totally changes the way the later turns play out, right? So at this point, I'm just trying to get something that works, even if it's not perfect, because, like I said, I've been testing this mission for probably about 2 days at this point. Alright, so we did 2. This is tough. I'm trying to make changes on the fly. That may or may not be working. So if I do this, I'm gonna try something a little cheeky. So I'm anticipating that Aselia attacks this Barnlight Soldier. And I'm anticipating that she one-shots this Barnlight Soldier. If she does, then we might survive the fireball anyway, actually. And then Firebolt will attack the attacker twice. Let's try it, let's see what happens. Oh, so close. If she had another level, she probably would have one-shot. Well, let's see what happens. Wow, she's really not doing very much damage, is she? Who does supporter attack? The defender. Ouchie. That sure hurt. Alright. Okay. It was interesting to do it for science. Let's put things back to the way that they were. No reason to get too crazy. Actually, Himika might be strong enough to do it, but it's fine. If I was a real crazy person, I'd lab this out until I got it perfect, but again, we're gonna need some turns at the end to make sure that we're in the right position, so I'm not totally opposed to it. Yeah, so Himika would have done it. So if I'd done Himika plus Asperia plus Orpha, that would have been enough. Oh well. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be stubborn about this. I apologize if this feels kind of cheap. If it makes you feel any better, I did have a strategy. I've just realized that the strategy maybe isn't very good. Okay. Exactly as planned. Honestly, we might just wipe this formation this turn. Himika does a lot of damage. Even if Orpha doesn't. I'm just updating my notes here. And then Fact 4 should have Aselia and Nelly. Okay. Just trying to make sure my notes are up to date. Sorry, I need to stop pressing control. Alright, let's swap things back to the way that they make sense. As much as they possibly can make sense.
Rizario を防衛しているスピリットは高レベルのグリーンスピリットのようです。リーザリオは防衛力が高い拠点です。そこで高いレベルの回復スキルを使用されると難しくなります。ここはアセリアたちブルースピリットのバニッシュスキルレベルを上げて対抗しましょう。バニッシュスキルはバニッシュさせることができるレベル上限が決まっています。リーザリオを防衛しているサポーターのスキルレベルを確認してバニッシュできるレベルまで育てるのが最良かと思われます。
Basically, Rizario has the tower, which increases defense, and the Green Spirit has the ability to heal themselves, so they heal like quite a bit every turn. Or at the end of every turn, I should say. Okay. So I think we want to attack with Himika, Asperia, and Aselia. Harvest is a level 5, it's a level 3. So Ice Banisher should be strong enough. Okay. Ice Banisher 1 should be strong enough.
敵部隊を確認しました。攻撃を仕掛けます。みんな気をつけて。さてと、ちゃっちゃと片付けちゃおうか。あなたは敵なの。それならば容赦はしないわ。もう、何するのさ。死にたくないならどいて。負けを認めたら生かしておいてあげるよ。の程度。回復なら任せてよ。僕本当はこっちの方が得意なんだ。効かない。その程度の魔法。ダメ。このままじゃやられちゃう。行くわよ。
When I hit my trash can, I thought I hit my cat. Okay. And then this is kind of silly, but we want to increase Hellian's mind. So we want her to be in the team that captures the town. Make sure that we have this should be enough, I hope. I hope this is enough. Guess we'll find out.
攻撃を仕掛けます。アルファ参上。できるだけ戦わない方がいいんだけどね。この距離はネリーの場合、笑った。
Okay, that should be enough.
あんまりすると許さないから。マナよ、真剣の主として命ずる。その姿を火球に
Make sure we use Fireball. There we go. Okay, so we are right on track. We're just a turn ahead. Isn't that nice?
拠点を占拠しました。
Let's see, we get her up to 36. For the sub-spirits, we want their mind to be at level 50.
ユウトさんはリザリオを制圧しました。リザリオが保有していたマナは我が国のものとなります。スピリットリモドア攻略の足がかりとなるでしょう。お疲れ様です、ユウトさん。まだ戦いは続きますけれど、今は勝利を喜びましょう。暑いのか？怖い？わからない。
Okay. Alright, first things first. build an ether converter, naturally. And we're going to split Nelly to formation 3. And we're going to start moving north with our characters here. I think that's fine. And we're on turn 9. All right. We're going to start moving. Let's get Shia in place with Nelly here. And we'll just start attacking.
攻撃を仕掛けます。みんな、行くぞ。腕が鳴るわね。皆さん、油断しないで。こんなところで命のやり取りか。馬鹿げてるけど仕方ない。うわー。痛いじゃないですか。これなら、いやー。
I feel like the spirits aren't taking this seriously. I don't know if anybody else gets that vibe, but they're not taking this seriously. Attack with her as well. This might wipe the enemy. We're at the part of the mission where I can kind of be a little bit lax with it, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. And we will leave formation 4 here. I don't want to get sniped. We've got ether facility, ether facility, ether facility. Okay. Do formation 1.
この感じ、敵です。 みんな行くわよ。まずは一撃を与えて、そこ。これくらいの力なの。あなたが好きなの。それならば容赦はしないわ。いけない、このままじゃ。行くわよ。もうダメ。
Flame Shower is level 3. Interesting. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
速やかに迎撃を。剣が戦えというから、まずは一撃を与えて、そこ。これ程度。まだ炎のすべてとなれ。雨のごとくかの者どもに降り注げ。フレイルシャワー。ダメ、その程度の魔法。敵も強い。あなたが敵なの。それならば容赦はしないわ。この行くわよ。
I've never really seen enemies change formation, but they probably could. Okay. So we're going to combine 3 and 4 here. We're going to move 4 up. Fortunately, this squad is pretty weak, so we can get away with a pretty mediocre team, honestly.
敵部隊を確認しました。攻撃を仕掛けます。敵ね。みんな行くわよ。この感じ、敵です。あなたは敵なの。それならば容赦はしないわ。行くわよ。そんな程度で。まずは一撃を与えて、そこ。これくらいの力なの。行くわよ。
I did written transcripts of my strategies for the first couple of missions. With a mission like this, I think it would be pretty unwieldy to do that again, but let me know if that's something that literally anybody would be interested in, rather than watching the video, if you would rather just see a written transcript of the strategies. Unfortunately for this mission, I think my strategies are going to have changed quite a bit by the time that I'm done recording this video. So I would have to probably rewrite my guide, but you know, everything in service of the greater good, so to speak.
ユウト様、町の住人の方から剣術使いの噂を聞きました。お会いして協力を仰いでみると良いかもしれません。
We will get them later. We don't have to get them this mission, we can get them after this mission. These guys should attack me, there we go. Make sure Flame Shower is a level 3 skill, so we are still in a good place here.
速やかに迎撃を。できるだけ戦わない方がいいんだけどね。
敵だ。バカ犬、気を抜くなよ。
Maybe I needed a 3rd day of testing on this mission. I was getting impatient doing 2 days of testing, but maybe I just needed more time in the lab and I would have been able to knock this out. I got the mission to a point where I felt comfortable that we were going to be able to do it well, but I don't know, I guess it doesn't hurt to, it doesn't hurt to play it by ear, right?
こんなところで命のやり取りか。馬鹿げてるけど仕方ない。うわ
I don't think that'll two-shot. Unfortunately, I don't think that'll two-shot. No. Yeah, she had another defender. That's why. Another defense skill. Flame Shower again should be level 3. I'm just paranoid now, because now I'm not saving at all. Okay. Accurate block 5. There we go. That's some good damage. Ooh, they're gonna attack us. That is a little surprising. If I'm being perfectly honest. No need to get fancy. We'll just play it safe here. I really like Hellian's sprite. It's just I'm not sure she's a good unit, unfortunately. And we'll see, you know, we did 30 damage to the enemy, so the enemy that attacked us. I don't know that that's really worthwhile. I'm not sure if it deals damage based on the damage before defensive buffs are calculated, or if it's after defensive buffs are calculated. But it doesn't seem like it's doing very much. Okay. So we're going to start moving this team back. This is the reason why I put a training facility here. What I'm hoping will happen, some of the enemy AI is weird where they won't move forward if you're near them, for lack of a better way of putting it. It's kind of hard to explain. Oof. We would have been better off just using heavy attack, that one charge of heavy attack too. Oh well. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could sit down here and calculate the amount of damage that we're gonna do, but I just don't think that that's necessary. we should be ahead of schedule by 1 or 2 turns at this point.
行くぞ。
Alright, and then we'll move formation 1 over. So this formation up here should move left. Let's do it like this. I want to preserve charges on formation 1 if I can. I'm not sure how much it matters, to be perfectly honest with you, but it's the thought that counts, right? So again, like I said, Hallian is not very tanky, but she's tanky enough to be a tank still. We can use her. I would rather have Aselia, but I'm very intentionally not putting the main heroines with Yuto right now, because I don't want them to get any love points, any lerv points. So I have Yuto with the sub-spirits instead, because there's no route for the sub-spirits. It'd be cool if there was, but there's not. Ooh, we get to attack again. Look at that. And then they're gonna attack us. And we have 2 charges. We make sure we switch to Ice Banisher 2 here, because we are out of Ice Banisher 1 charges. And okay, let's go for it. Turn what? Turn 14? And then attack again and hopefully defeat that spirit. Yes, okay, good. Interesting, they're not going to move. We're gonna move formation 2 back because they are just about used up. And we're on turn 13, look at that. We are definitely ahead of schedule. So I'm hopeful that this spirit will move this way and then move this way, and then I can sort of pincer them. And that way I'm not having to double back, but I guess I don't know for sure that that's going to happen. Let's do it like this. Make sure we conserve our skill usages where possible, but this should be enough. For science, right? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Firebolt and Fire... This should be enough. This is 700, 1,200 potency. That should be enough. But we'll find out.
攻撃を仕掛けます。剣が戦えというから。さてと、ちゃっちゃと片付けちゃおうか。敵。それなら倒すだけ。いやー。
Oh yeah, definitely enough. We're just trying to preserve our skill usages. We're going to end up in situations where we have to have Himika attacking and Aselia in support. So being able to use Aselia attacking and Himika in support is going to help sort of preserve some of those skill usages. Alright, they're going to attack us. Case in point. We're going to do Ice Banisher 1 because this is a level 3 skill. And since we're on the defense phase here, so we're not moving forward, we're going to use a less powerful attack. Because I actually don't care if we defeat this formation right now. Again, we're trying to preserve our skill usages here as much as possible. You should be able to two-shot that attacker, even with a weaker attack. Yeah, okay. Like I said, Himika just does a lot of damage. She's very strong. I don't know if she scales necessarily, but she is easily our MVP this mission. She just does a lot of damage. She does more damage than our blue spirits do. There we go. Okay. So, I don't know if this spirit is coded to capture this space or this space, but like I said before, we're going to end this mission and then immediately have to do combat over here, and we won't be able to go down this pathway. So, we need to move these characters this way anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this opportunity to train one of the characters, and that way, if this enemy goes this way, I can pincer them. If this enemy goes this way, then I should be able to kill them on the attacking phase next turn. We're on turn 14. And let's do it like this. Like I said, now that we're against a supporter, we need to use the ability that can target supporters. And since we are defeating this formation on the attacking phase, we actually take the node. Hopefully we don't just eat shit here. Would not be the first time that I've overestimated my ability to kill things. Okay, we should be good. 700 potency, we should be good. Okay. Maybe a little bit close. But hey, if it works this time, it'll work every time, right? Okay. Yeah, it doesn't help that Hellion doesn't learn any skills, unfortunately. Let's do Ice Banisher 1.
こんなところで命のやり取りか。馬鹿げてるけど仕方ない。うわ
当たったのか。おりゃー、当たれ当たれ。
That's a new voice actress. I don't think we've heard, or at least that's a new performance. I don't think I've heard that voice line before.
敵を焼き払え。ファイヤーボール。我に従え。氷となって力を無にせしめよ。アイスバニッシャー。これ式で。
I hope you can see how valuable the blue spirits are here. They would easily be the best units in the game right now if we didn't have Yuto or Himika. Himika has definitely given them a run for their money just in terms of sheer output, though. I was hoping that this spirit would move this way, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this way and see if they move over. If they do, great. If they don't, I don't think it makes much of a difference. Okay, Ice Vanisher 1. We're on turn 15. So they're going to defend this twice. I think we need to use double swing here. We're going to go back to our regular block.
敵部隊を確認しました。攻撃を仕掛けます。
Okay.
剣が戦えというから。武器は持ったな。いるぞ。あなたの敵なの。それならば容赦はしないわ。これ式で。
Yeah. The thing about Double Strike is that it hits twice, so we're doing quite a bit more damage than we would have been with Strike 2, unfortunately. Or fortunately. It's not a total wash, it's not like we're just wasting, you know, chip damage or anything, fortunately. Okay. I don't think any of them will attack us on the attacking phase. Click at that. So we don't want them to take the town because we will drop morale for the entire, basically all of our units combined, which is obviously not a good thing. We're gonna be, again, a little bit cheeky here. Again, we're going to make a safety save. I hope you can see that I'm sort of figuring it out as I go this time. Basically, I altered the whole strategies after turn 7. So, hopefully you can appreciate that I don't actually know exactly how this is going to play out right now. I'm just using intuition based on previous interactions.
それなら倒すだけ。
Yeah, okay, good. Perfect.
マナよ、火球となりて敵を焼き払え。ファイアボール。そんな程度で。まずは一撃を与えて。そこ。 これくらいの力なら。いけない。このままじゃ。
Let's see what this enemy in the northwest does. Paralyzed by fear.
建設が終了しました。
Typical. Okay, so here's what we're going to do here. I'm not sure how much this matters. So, we have two options. We can either attack and do some chip damage here. This enemy has exhausted all of their attacking charges, so it's just the supporter that we have to worry about. And I don't think Yuto will do enough damage to two-shot them. So we can do some chip damage with Hellion. She's going to do more damage than Orpha, especially against an enemy that's taking critical damage. And then that might allow us to kill with Yuto's formation immediately after this. You know, as much as these sprites are charming, there are some moments where I wish they had the kind of the flashiness of like the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem games. But I mean, for what it is, this game's firing on all cylinders. Alright. So, we're gonna be a little fancy here. We're gonna split our formation a little bit. Just a teensy tiny bit. This formation's the bulkiest, so we'll go with them. Actually, you know, with Inspire, we might be able to do it in one. Let's try it. Leap attack. Again, for science, let's limit test a little bit. This is not the squad that I'm worried about in terms of time, to be clear. But might as well take advantage of the opportunity as it's given to us to speed things up. Because if nothing else, you can take this same strategy and apply it elsewhere. Inspire. So the real test will be whether or not Nelly can kill the attacker in one hit. If she can kill the attacker in one hit, she should be able to defeat the supporter in one hit. There we go. Yep, okay. We should be able to live this fireball because Nelly's got some bulk. I don't think she defended that, but it is what it is. Ooh-wee, alright. Look at that. Things are starting to turn up. And we've got one attacker here. So there's a couple of ways that I could do this. But I think 980 potency plus crits. I think this will be enough.
戦闘準備を。行きます。
Right now, what I'm trying to do is prevent Aselia from taking more damage, and also preserving my higher value skill charges. Okay, yeah, we're good.
このままじゃ。
We should be good.
マナ。
Sometimes Firebolt does a lot less damage than I expected to. Oh, good. Okay. Look at that. It's almost like I know how to play the game. Despite how Mission 1 went. So it is turn 18. We are well ahead of schedule. I'm gonna move these guys up here. I'm gonna train Hellion again. Like I said, I am committed to making her work. Now, the interesting thing here is that these guys have divine magic that only targets defenders. So, in theory, if we could put ourselves in a position where the attackers were dead, we wouldn't need a defender at all. Is that likely to happen? No, it's not. And we do need Ice Banisher 2, so it's a good thing we saved our Ice Banisher charges. Look at that. And we've got Double Swing.
敵部隊を確認しました。攻撃を仕掛けます存在よ。力を。皆さん、戦闘準備を。行きます。あなたの敵なの。それならば容赦はしないわ。行くわよ。
Look at that.
もう許しませんよ。
That's good damage.
一撃を与えて。
He's gonna do chip. So we can take 2 more hits. Not great, but not awful. We can take 2 more hits from the 500 potency attacks. So we'll have to figure out if we can make that work. Aww. Well, that's a bummer. We might have to regroup after all. That's disappointing. Okay, well. We should be able to kill this and kill the... I guess you probably target the supporter after this. Actually, we can take another hit. This should kill the supporter? Okay. Alright. Time to do some more limit testing here. Obviously, we move these guys over. You know what? I'm just gonna be really silly here. Gonna try a totally different line than what I was considering before. And we'll leave it on leap attack 2. Let's see what happens. Himika should survive this attack, period. And Aselia should be able to 2-shot. So we should get 2 heals out of this. One for Asperia and one for Himika. Yeah. Asperia will heal herself. 25% is nothing to scoff at. Now, Himika should survive this, because she's not taking a critical hit. Holy moly, are you serious? Wow, that's a bummer. Okay, well, let's do this slightly differently then. I do think that this is a reasonable line to take. But with this extra defense, does she survive? I feel like this is interesting, right? Because she took exactly 700 last time, so she, with the extra defense, she should take less than 700. So we should be good. And again, Himika should not be taking damage normally otherwise, so... Just barely, good lord. Sometimes the damage numbers are deceptive here. I think they're doing 500 per hit, not 500 once. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna... That's a little bit... That's a little bit clumsy of me. Alright. Let's try this again. What I want to do is train Orpha and Hellion at the same time. All right. I'm trying to think if there's a way I can make this work. I'm not sure there is.
攻撃を仕掛けますとリザリオ。敵だ。
If
食らいなさい。だ。だが小意識で。これなら。いやー。この程度。燃え盛る炎となれ。ライトニングファイヤー。乱れる言葉。そしてマナの振動すら凍結させよ。アイスバニッシャー。 だがこれくらいならまだ。
Aw, man. That's a bummer.
訓練メニューを消化し日々前進です。新たな技を習得しました。
Okay, well, we're on turn 22. We had a good run. I probably could have done things a little bit differently there, but like I said, this is not going to be our big choke point is up here. Our big choke point is, or rather, this is not our big choke point. Our big choke point is up here. At this point, I'm training Hellion to just be useful.
日々前進です。日々前進です。新たな技を習得しました。新たな技を習得しました。
And we get Flame Shower, which is an AoE. Yeah, this enemy is going to be full health by the time we get back there. You know what? Not to just keep rehashing. The same old thing over and over and over again. I'm gonna at least pretend to do this efficiently. Alright. God, did I really do it again? Alright. I'm not gonna keep reloading. That's just obnoxious. Let's level up Nelly. Actually, we have... Let's level up Yuto, see what happens. Yeah, I figured he wouldn't learn anything. Okay. I want Hellion to get to level 6. Let me see what happens if I level up Shia. She should get counterattack 2, which is actually a pretty decent defensive skill. Water shield 2. Oh, actually, okay, so she's a pretty defensive blue spirit. That's interesting. It's good to know. So we want to level up Hellion some more. And that's probably all the leveling up that we need to do right now.
日々前進です。訓練メニューを消化しました。新たな技を習得しました。
Okay, so here's the Black Spirit claim to fame, right? Is that they consistently have multi-hit skills. The problem is that they're not doing very much damage, which means that even a critical hit's not doing very much damage. I'm just not not convinced that this is worth it, honestly. And what does she get? Leap attack 2? Nice. Wow. You know, Nelly is pretty darn strong. Level 5, level 5. I think we're okay with that. I'm gonna move these guys down here in preparation for the next mission. We're on chapter 25. Interesting. My previous strategy was actually faster. That's funny. Alright. Accurate block 2. Ice Banisher. We definitely want double swing here. I think I was on the right track. I could probably refine that second half. Maybe keeping Yuto around to replace Asperia? Or keeping that second squad around for longer so they could help deal with the,
その程度の魔法。これ式で。行くわよ。
I'm gonna make a save here. I don't think that we win the battle here. Does this work? I feel like this kills the Barnlight soldier, the supporter. Unfortunately, because this soldier has more HP than this soldier, I can't drop the defender, otherwise I'll just get crit to death. It worked last time, let's see if it works again.
の守りをお願い、傷つかないで。私に力を。あなたは敵なの。それならば容赦はしないわ。
Yep. Look at that.
これなら。
And we should survive this hit, barely? Yep.
ちょっと痛い。行くわよ。
Wow, we almost did.
このままじゃ。
Okay. Alright, so I am absolutely going to save here. And the reason why is because I'm still not sure how the next mission works. So I need to experiment some more with it, but I wanted to get this video done. And the next mission picks up exactly immediately after this one. So I'm actually going to save here. And then I will kill this enemy and we'll be good to go.
攻撃を仕掛けますか。剣が戦えというから腕が鳴るわね。皆さん油断しないで。敵、それなら倒すだけ。いやー、もうダメ。拠点を占拠しました。とどめ。なんでもない。行く。おめでとうございます。リモドアを制圧、作戦は成功です。バーンライトは首都サモドアで防御を固めているようです。残存勢力は微々たるものと情報部より伝達がありました。一気に攻め落としましょう。作戦成功です。
Not an even number of turns, but that's alright. And here's the next mission briefing.
ユート様、バーンライトの公兵たちがラセリオとサモドアをつなぐ道を開放したようです。サモドアからラキオスへと高レベルのスピリットたちが進行してきます。急ぎラセリオに戻り防衛しましょう。新たに施設を建てるのもいいかもしれません。真剣解放の説明をいたします。
Sword release allows us to basically reset a spirit. We get the mana back from the spirit, but they lose all of their levels. This counts as killing a spirit.
ユート様、敵国にブラックスピリットが配属されました。ブラックスピリットの特徴を解説いたします。ブラックスピリットは他に比べて多くの特徴を持ちます。一つは行動回数が多いアタックスキルです。攻撃力そのものは高くありません。ですが、敵ディフェンダーのディフェンススキル行動回数を上回ることによって
I'm still not sold on this one, to be honest with you.
その分、 残回数の減りも激しくなるので注意が必要です。2つ目はカウンターダメージを与えるディフェンススキルです。防御力は低くダメージの軽減は最低レベルです。ただ受けたダメージの一部を敵アタッカーに返す効果を持っています。ディフェンス時にダメージを与えることで1回の戦闘でのダメージ効率を上昇させることができます。最後にサポートスキルです。敵の弱体化と敵サポーターを狙うスキルを数多く習得していきます。
They're counterattackers and assassins, basically.
さらに青のバニッシュスキルを受けないアンチブルースキルという特色もあります。癖が非常に強いスピリットですが使いこなせば大きな戦力になるでしょう。ブラックスピリットは特殊なサポートスキルが多いため戦闘の前に敵スピリットのスキルを確認してください。ユート様、新たなスピリットが補充されました。ブルースピリット、熱病のセリア。
I'll talk about these later.
レッドスピリット、焼鎮のナナルー。以上が戦列に加わりました。ユート様、技術者が増員されました。名はラジャオン様です。以後は建築を担当することができます。
Okay. I'm gonna make another save. Down here. But that was a long, kind of an ad hoc video. Hopefully it was interesting watching me kind of experiment a little bit. I promise I did have a strategy that worked, but I probably could have refined this video a little bit more. If you guys are interested in seeing a actual written walkthrough for this mission, let me know. I'll come back and I'll refine this mission again. We might be able to get it down to fewer number of turns. I'm going to end the recording here because I'm going to do some experimentation with the next mission. I may end up taking a couple of extra turns on mission 3 in order to prepare myself better for mission 4. But if that does happen, I will let you know. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.